And we're back. So, it's time. Let's get right into the next game. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Options. All right. Vibration on. French, German, Korean, Chinese. Oh, right, I need to mess with stream settings. I forgot I do not have this game set up on stream because I just downloaded it. All right, and rename it. There we go. New game. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Episode 1, the first turnabout. First steps. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone I can pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean, you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has an knack for getting himself in trouble. I can say one thing though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances... I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot it temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press... It says tab, but for me, it's right bumper. Check it at any time, okay? Better check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You answered all my questions. I see no reason why you shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. You explained to the court just what that object was. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts this as evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use right bumper to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution will call its first witness. Prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what should I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet! Cleopatra and Mark Antony! Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls, or seeing me, ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what do you describe this generally mean by dump? In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to court record. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case. Oh! Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do now? Have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth! Yeah, I was there, I went... Order. Well, Mr. Butt? Dude, chill! She wasn't home, man, so, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, as it matters, who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the business building. Well, it's 1 a.m., so I think this is where we're going to pause. Yeah, this is where we're going to take a pause for a quick break. So, I'll see you all in a few. Sorry for the long break. I had to both use the bathroom and have a snack. Anyway. Please bring Mr. Frank Sowett to the stand. Mr. Sowett, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sowett, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he was in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thing is strange, I looked inside the apartment. And I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I had to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sowett used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to court record. Now, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. Yeah, sorry, I know I gave, Frank Sowett. Frank Sowett. A, different voice in the opening. And I apologize for that. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do we prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony with the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record, its right bumper, then point out contradictions in testimony. There is something she, didn't mention, and that is pressing. However, it is entirely feasible to win this case without pressing. So that's what I'm going to do. I know pressing gives more content. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left that door half open behind him. Thinking strange, I looked inside the apartment, and I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. At the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. But I believe there's actually an achievement for being the first case without pressing, so... Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. This is trivial! The witness really forgot the time! After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sowett, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. It was always saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that. About the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. That's right. You may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. I got this one. Cross-examination. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Solid, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony one more time. Once more, please. Witness testimony. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. It must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Solid. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. And it gets a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. If it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies. I see. The murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he... You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Well, what's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Faceless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? The day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw... Dude. Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her and he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defendant's claim.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, according to the sound that witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sowett heard was definitely this clock. The fact which is clear if you simply... Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That's certainly a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sowett heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sowett, try to talk your way out of this one.
Ha! 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 You forgot one thing!
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, proves nothing! How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case.
He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, it was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sowett.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime!
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sowett. Chief!
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes.
But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, it was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Can you pull this one off?
See, there's evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Passport.
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. It's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead, her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sowett? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete an offense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but the court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned. Turns out that Frank Sowett was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sowett let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned.
Flustered, the Sasawat grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen a chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy, when he's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlights now. Harry Butt's innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat? Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Does that make you want to just cry? Larry... Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? The sex? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick? I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made it feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you wanted to become a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident, and my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. The first turnabout. Clear episode 1. Brand new episode has been added. Huh. No achievement? Let me take a look at the achievements. Ah. Okay, that's the achieve. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be getting that one. Okay. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. It's been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. Ah, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Yeah, that's that was a goof they've never fixed. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis. But I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting. Maya. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fan Company Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How can you know? Ho, you are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho. My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask for you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Ah! Crap. I hate him. Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fan Company Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? What? Mia! She's in her office. That smell. Blood! Sis. Someone's there. Chief? Chief! Chief! Who are you? Strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. Chief. shards of glass are seven for. The remains of the last slice stand. It's encrusted with dried blood. I don't think this became the murder weapon again. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but there are any clues here. She was struck on the head with one object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. There's some glass shards in the chief's body. The glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya, didn't you write this? It's received from the department store dated yesterday. The end of the court record. Let's just move around for now. Better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. Open her slide. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. The screws on the receiver are missing. Well, someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. That girl just now. Where'd she go? Put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yikes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya? I mean, this girl's name? I should show her the receipt. Never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote on the back of this receipt. Hold on a sec. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would this write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. Received a report for this building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa! Excuse me! Eek. Does word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down the precinct, ma'am. What? Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m. Detention center, visitor's room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. To me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never gonna believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day.
Today was my junior partner's first time in court.
Wow, really? How'd that go?
It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge just the whole time. It's been a while.
Ha! So he crashed and burned?
He's a genius. One of those strike fear in the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience.
Huh. Sounds like it was fun.
Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty.
That's what she said.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
No, it's okay. It's true, I guess.
But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. I think the person who did this to Mia. I know.
Let's examine.
This guard monitors the visitor's room.
He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Yeah, we're gonna be examining that officer every time that there's something new.
There's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yes?
What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say.
Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training.
Spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange.
Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Evidence?
Yes, that clock shaped like the Thinker. One Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice?
Her own voice?
Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone.
You recorded it?
Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things.
So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Hi, that dude plays. Yes, I know that. I don't really want the text box to be super transparent. Well... yeah.
Let's hear it.
Right.
Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry.
Oh, right. Of course.
Next time you see Detective Gum Show, I'll ask for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay?
Sure, thanks.
Maya's memo added to the court record.
Spirit memes. So you're acting like a medium in training.
That's right. The Faye family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world.
Wait a second, you said the Faye family?
So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Parents were first class too.
I had no idea.
Wait,
what?
So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium, with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me a spirit then? You can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level.
I thought that would be too easy.
Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. You think you'll ask him to represent me?
Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to.
Say, what about your parents?
I see.
Don't worry, leave it to me.
Thank you. The trial's tomorrow, at 10.
What? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What if this guy refuses?
They told me if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me.
When will that happen?
They're giving me until 4 this afternoon.
The Disney hour's almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back.
Alright.
Grossberg Law Offices. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back.
It's be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Now that you run an office like this, guess we'll just have to come back later. Let's wait till Grossberg is here to examine stuff. Section 6 Fan Company Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! Hey, you there! This serious crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How can anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right. At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here! Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? You got business here? You better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Alright, let's talk to Dick Gumshoe. About Miss Faye, do you have an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report. That's all. Certificate added for the court record. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you weren't gonna win. Why do you say that? Please put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. And present Maya's memo? I was wondering, did you see Maya's Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you can give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's onto me. Tell him straight. If I tell him what I want, why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. Ain't that the truth? I still love you, you big lug. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend. A cell phone holds all the little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're just trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. If you didn't know, it's a recorded conversation. My cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? Uh-huh. You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's got to go outside her room until the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Alright. Let's go ahead. Nope. The gate water.
September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303.
Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi? Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal.
Memo to self. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe, for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Oh, wrong one. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. Wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Wonder what could be inside the drawer.
Do you think you can tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observe. Incident! You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
Better not encourage her.
You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it? Pretty please? Let me see, well, dream on! Well, no, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy.
Could you who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here.
You know, you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do?
Well, no! You had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy.
I see there are 2 glasses on the table.
Is someone staying here with you?
Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. One of those famous detectives, like on television.
Oh no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Oh boy. Right. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. So, you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. Looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. What do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see me, the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it.
Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey.
Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Well, wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion.
What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him.
What do I tell Maya?
How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case.
Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see.
The client is Mia's Faye's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? You say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry. Terribly sorry. But I'm afraid no lawyer with their salt will take on this particular case. I'm terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? How did you know Mia Faye?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
A mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with burning passion. Never looked back, that one.
That's quite a painting.
Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least $3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez.
And now since he's here... Oh, wrong one. Salmon. Let's take a look at all this stuff. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished with deep luster. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. Sure, the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but probably the most expensive one available. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. If I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Alright. Let's head back to the Fan Company law offices. Looks like the head gumshoe's gone home. Police are still keeping themselves busy in the chief's office. No one has talked to me. Guess I'll head out. And detention center. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention center visitor's room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Okay. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. Qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. Lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? Women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, and also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her all by herself up on that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. Police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait. They didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. Thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the men of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. Sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Just leave her and go home?
Defend Maya. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not.
Why?
Why? Well, no one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
That's so kind of you.
Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right, thank you.
Ooh, she smiled at last. You look like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes,
And I trust you.
so you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look in the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment, at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently in the, facilities? No need of anything. I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay here as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Oh, I almost forgot. God, you came back quick. I asked you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Never heard that name.
White. That was his name. My sister told me.
White was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Click. Wiretap added to the court record. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit better than tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean!
Oh, bellboy, still there?
Uh-oh, time to scram! I look forward to continuing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court! To be continued. Save progress. Alright, and this is where we're going to take a break. So, I'll be seeing you all in a bit. And we're back. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 1. Court is now in session with the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of Homicide Jones Precinct. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body is found by this window here. The cause of death? The cause of death. Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker, found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did, sir. That you come true? Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? My sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should expect Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Okay. Maya Fey's arrest. Came in a rush to see. Who did you say got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. Call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, impressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. Maya Fey and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why's that? What's your reason? Witness kept describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? This man isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? Guess person can have its advantages. Yes. Gah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Witness testimony. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about the vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. Defense may begin its cross-examination. Hard evidence. Let's see. Another piece of paper next to his body. It's written clear with blood. Victims. His finger. On which hand was the blade finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Nice try. Oh, I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, happens all the time in books and movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you've got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order. That didn't go so well. That's right, what he said. Okay, let's find it. Let's see. Right, death was instantaneous. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way on this one, Detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. Court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us where you were on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred.
Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Company Law.
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness's account.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was that mouthy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. Girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little itsy bitsy witsy. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink.
Well, Your Honor, I see. This is remarkably solid testimony. I don't see any need to trouble the witness any.
Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What about cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fate's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well, her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey! How dare you!
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination.
Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Witness's account.
How do you know she was a defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. Seems bulletproof, Your Honor. That's right.
Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. Well, what? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that.
Or you're lying.
Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
Okay.
If you really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. Now, I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo is far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her.
And so did Detective Gumshoe.
What do you say to that, Miss May?
Alright, just check to me.
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think of all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her.
This is a count.
I did see everything, I did! The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. And then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did! That clock, the kind of statuary clock? The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of a report not startle you?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Witness's account. Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm on something now. Yeah. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. There's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Hey! Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order, order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh, The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Objection! The questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... 'cause I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, the law office of the Fane Company. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? To a hotel room. The law office of the Fane Company where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It's as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Take that! Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you a girly phone. Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, Would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. The witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts his evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that would prove the witness has not seen the clock before. The clock itself. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores! Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Oh. The freakout. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it! Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Silly me. Lose it. I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how do you know that weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Let me explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because the witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me that it was proven that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. The wiretap. Have a look at this. Oh, that... I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Mia May's phone, were you not? Oh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. It's outrageous. Does the bench truly claim the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. If that was the case, which it's not, you still prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. Proof the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is my cell phone. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to from me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's no fair! All of you ganging up on me like that! Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Miss May. What is it, you little shrimp? Talk to me in that tone of voice, will you? Killed her, didn't you? Order! There will be order. What? How can you possibly say that? The wiretapping! Oops! So you admit you tapped your phone. Heh. But wait! I didn't do anything bad like murder! I'm a good girl! Really? Can you prove it? I wish you can prove it. You think you're so smart, Mr. Lawyer? But I can prove it, I will! You can't be serious. No way. Wait, I say. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. You don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you'd have regular cold coffee. Like, iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands she saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to just let her walk away. There's no way I can win. Time has made the murder somehow. Will the defense have anything to say? Well, think of something. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sucking quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. It's my condition. What? Better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept the condition. Alright, I've got nothing to lose. Well, except for, well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition. Fool, you fell right into my trap. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. The tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the Fine Deepwater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. Then Miss May begin his cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. Can't prove Miss May is involved with the murder now. Mine will be finished. Miss May's room service. I'm the head bellboy at the Fine Deepwater Hotel. This is for 4 generations. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I check Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you are banned from asking frivolous questions. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from a guest, Miss May. Are you sure it's Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. Then I saw him, and I... what? The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? She asked for an iced coffee brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9. Time of the murder. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Precisely 9 then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, hee I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on the door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? Yes, Miss May herself. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir, as in so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she favored me with an embrasser, sir. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. It's not a French kiss, sir, more of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? Perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It's a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. It's pretty fishy to me. Miss May was up to something and wanted Bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This Bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. Miss May leave the stand. Can't let this happen, can I? Wait! Please wait! Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's... Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I am not without charm, sir, but even I'd have split the chance with a lover there. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person?
Objection!
I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Ugh. You fool! I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? Suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man in this court. Oof. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's arguments. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna find out more about this man. You think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of everybody's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. May testimony added to the court record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Mine doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Day 2 investigation. And that's where we're going to leave it all for today. So, let's see. Who are we going to raid? All right. Coco-san. They're also playing the Ace Attorney trilogy, so let's go raid them.
Look, he's being accused of murder. I don't think you want to protect her. Would you have sold out the late Miss Faye to the cops?
Objection! What's good, bruh? Or sis? Cuz?
Would you have sold out the late Miss Faye to the cops?
No.
See? Him. Maybe if I had something to give her to talk.
Of course we have. We have the photo.
What about this beautiful, gorgeous bastard? You as well?
Shit, nice, dude. I've been streaming this for like 4 hours. I wanted to do like only an hour, like the first episode. It's the first time I'm ever playing this. I never even knew about this game. And I got sucked in. Oh shit, just threw my phone on the ground. And I got sucked in. So, we've been here for what? Let me see. Yep, 5 hours. 5 hours. I'm starting from the beginning. I heard that the fifth one, because I got mad at the game because it didn't have voiceover. So I googled if there's any with voiceovers, and I heard in the fifth one they're gonna do it. So I'm excited to have found this little gem. This is pretty fun. You missed the part where I was voice acting every character, but after like 3 hours I got tired and gave up. Anyways, let us continue. Have a look at